Hey everybody, my name is Jake. Welcome to Rankr Esports Weekly, the 7th? Eighth installment. Holy
I
cow.
lost count.
I'm starting to. Every week I forget. But like I said, welcome to the 8th installment, maybe, of Rankr Esports Weekly. I'm with Bryce and Josh, and today we're going to be talking about some Hearthstone, Dota 2, some general esports stuff, and then a little bit of CS.
A little bit.
Just a little bit of CS.
Bit.
Cool.
Well, we just made our CSGO video for the MLG Major coming up, so
yeah.
If you want to check out more about that, you can watch it.
Yeah, and we'll kind of dive into that a little bit more when we get to the events.
Sure.
So, if you've watched the show before, you know what we do. If you haven't, you don't. So what we do is we talk about some industry stuff, such as news that's happening or roster changes, big stuff. The second thing we do is we talk about events. And the third is kind of what it's like working at an esports startup, especially at a time like now.
What a time to be alive.
So, what a time to be alive. So, first topic, and we did touch on this a while ago, but now a lot more has happened with it. Whispers of the Old Gods for Hearthstone. A lot of new cards have come out. So, yeah, Bryce, what a
lot of good, a lot of bad.
A lot of good, a lot of bad, a lot of fun.
Yep.
Yeah. But so what's your favorite card they've announced so far?
Yeah. So far, my favorite card that they've announced is actually Infest. Back when I was in the beta, I was a huge Hunter fan. Loved the mid-range Hunter running the double Savannah high mains. Back when Reynad was first big and made that a super good deck. And then now Beast is Hunter has kind of fallen off, and it's really only useful in like the Zoo decks. And I hate Zoo decks. I think it's just so boring. Mm-hmm. So, I like the control, but Beast is my favorite, and it just doesn't really work.
That's the card where you play it, and you get a Beast for every minion on your side.
So what it is it's a 3-mana spell, and it's give all your minions Death Rattle, put a random Beast in your hand. So essentially the Death Rattle for a Web Spinner, which is no longer going to be in the game, or at least for Standard.
3 mana, turn all your minions into web spinners.
Yep.
That's cool, and it's good for Hunter, definitely.
Yeah, and it works great with Unleash the Hounds.
Yeah.
Because say they have 6 minions on the board, and you play Unleash the Hounds, and then you play that afterwards, you play Infest, that's 6 mana cost, and you get 6/6 worth of damage and health with charge, as well as 6 random beasts.
Damn.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I'm not excited to see how many King Crushes show up because of that, but
or Gazrillas, because that's how it always kind of works out.
Gazrilla's gone.
Oh yeah, they will be gone too.
So Josh, how about you?
Well, I did pick Boogie. Was it Boogie Monster at first?
Boogie Monster.
Yeah, and then I've been informed that it's a garbage card.
It is.
Yeah. I think I'm going to go more practical with N'Zoth's First Mate. It's only a 1 drop, but it's one mana, 1/1, and it equips you with a 1/3 weapon, which is cool. Yeah. And on top of that, the other hero gets tetanus over it, I think, since it's a rusty
Only
hook.
if you hit them with the rusty hook.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's like he has like a 50% chance.
Other than that, I think what's that card that replaces the class?
Oh, Renounced Darkness. That one should also be really fun.
Jinx, by the way.
I don't see it ever being like competitive because there's just too much variables, and it seems like it would be impossible to control what you get.
Yeah.
But it looks like a really fun deck, and I expect everyone's to have at least
everyone's going to
one
have
of
a 30-card Warlock deck that is Renounced Darkness.
What am I going to get this time? Roll the wheel.
But my personal favorite, and it's one of the newer ones, the Rogue Legendary, Zariel the Poison Mind. It's a 4-mana 3/2, which is garbage, but its Battlecry and Death Rattle is put a random toxin in your hand. The toxins are the equivalent of Blessing of Might, Shadow Step, Holy Smite, Conceal, or just draw a card, which, while that doesn't really have a parallel to it, it's just great. So
all for 1 cost or 1 mana.
Yeah, and they're all 1 mana, so it's kind of to alleviate the problem of no more spare parts for rogues and Miracle whatnot. But
so you said those toxins are really good then?
Yes.
Yeah, the worst toxin is probably about as good as the best spare part was.
Depending.
Yeah.
Depending on board state or whatnot, but there are more cards getting announced every day, actually. Doom's a fun one.
Doom's gonna be great.
More cards getting announced every day, so make sure to stay tuned. We're gonna keep talking about them because we love them. So, second big thing, Evil Geniuses, the TI5 champions, got 3rd place at Frankfurt and Shanghai Major, whatnot. That team is gone.
Yep.
They, well, not gone.
Yeah, they
Two
still
fifths,
there,
two
but-
fifths of it is gone. So Arteezy
You're
and
kind of
Universe-
speaking too soon on that one. They're garbage now.
I don't think they'll be garbage.
Yeah, I think they'll still be dominant, but
Yeah. So
Obviously losing
Arteezy and Universe left and went to Team Secret, and now Team Secret is
Stacked.
super good. Actually, Arteezy went back to Team Secret, but they replaced those two players with Bulba, who was their coach for their TI5 win, and also Aoi 2000, who was on the team for their TI5 win. So, you know, I mean, they lose Universe from their TI5 lineup
Yeah.
and replace him with Bulba. So
Wasn't he there from the beginning too?
Universe?
Yeah.
From the beginning? I don't know about. I mean, Evil Geniuses has been around forever.
Yeah.
Sure, I guess.
So,
that's speaking way too.
you know, I
been
think
around a
they're-
long time on the team.
Yeah, they've been around a long time, and Universe was on it for the, you know, the big thing that Evil Geniuses is known for, the TI5, and I think their lineup, it's still strong. I mean, 4 of the 5
Yeah.
TI5 winners is great. Bulba, we'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, I mean, he could be just there to bring more of a game knowledge to the map rather than
Yeah.
like strong mechanical
and he's
play.
also moving to either, I think he's playing the 4 or 5 spot, which moves Fear. Oh, he's playing like the 3 or 5, and Fear's moving to the 4. I don't remember exactly, but he's definitely taking less of a leadership role.
Yeah, I mean, it's a big loss to
Thirsty.
them, but ideally it shouldn't be.
It
It's not
could
going to
have
be the
been
end of
worse.
the world for EG. Yeah,
It could have
the
been
team could have been
worse.
just completely dismantled, but it was really good that they had 2 people that they could get to fill in, because if they had to wait any longer than what they did now to fix their issues, that's a huge.
They actually didn't have more time because the roster lock was 4 days after Universe and
Yikes.
Arteezy
Arteezy.
left.
Jeez Louise.
So we will see how Evil Geniuses does and with that new roster, because we got the Manila Major coming up, and then August, assumingly, we got the International.
Well, yeah, and since it was like a sudden change of events, I'm glad they got people that they've played with before, at
Yeah.
least.
Yeah.
They
Or
could have
just
picked
worked
up
with
me.
their organization.
Yeah.
God forbid they would have picked up you.
That would have been bad.
Then
Yeah.
would be a garbage team right there. I don't think any amount of good people on the team could carry you.
I don't know. Probably not.
Probably not.
But okay, so great segue. Talking about the international, let's go to international news. France just put international politics actually matter to us now, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
France just put in a bill, or whatever they call it in France,
A law.
to make esports recognized as a sport. They get the same everything as athletes, so pension,
Sure.
retirement, all that
Yeah,
stuff.
that's definitely good for visas.
It's
going
great, and it
over.
also makes France, assuming if this goes through, it makes France a big hotspot for esports.
Oh, sure.
Yep.
I mean,
Because now there's less visa issues. For example, when the U.S. passed theirs, then you saw a big influx of EU, Chinese, Korean players coming in because they could actually get legitimate visas and not have to
Yeah.
be like on a visiting visa and then hope they can get it last
Yeah.
long enough to play.
Yeah, it's if we got to playoffs, we're screwed. It's really cool, and also it speaks on the whole esports are global, and you know France for so long was no esports are bad. Well, not France as a whole, the sports committee. Esports are dumb and bad, and they're like, yeah, good job esports, but you're still not a sport.
Sure.
And now here we are.
So do you think they're doing it just because they're recognizing that everyone else is doing it now, or do you think there's going to be a big tournament that they're planning on
I think
hosting
it's more of if you can't beat them, join them.
Sure.
And also the progress that esports have made is huge.
Yeah.
Like it's undeniable.
Sure.
Yeah. The biggest thing for me out of that is probably they recognize that all these other countries are doing it and seeing what tourism and what it brings to the economy of the country for all these events going on.
Yeah.
And they kind of want to make sure that they're not left out, that they're not missing out on a way to boost their country just
Yeah.
because they're too stubborn to.
Sure.
Esports were recognized as gambling in France until this.
Yep.
Yeah. So it's really cool seeing all that stuff happen. But let's go to, I know, Josh, you're very excited about this. If you didn't know,
What?
MLG Columbus is this weekend.
Yes,
Or I guess
finally
it starts
finally
today.
coming, yeah.
It started a couple hours ago.
No, it starts tomorrow, doesn't it?
It's Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Today's Tuesday.
Wow, I did not know that.
So I'm excited to go.
Yeah.
Because we're going. We'll be there if you want to hang out.
Yeah.
Yep,
Yeah.
we're
Will
gonna
be. Sorry, I was still on the whole Tuesday thing.
two of us are going to be covering it. 2 of us are going to be actually just watching it as fans. So
Yeah,
It's
it'll be
gonna
a
be a
good
ton of
time. First major I've ever been to since they're
It'll be my
mostly
first
in other
CS:GO
countries.
event.
But yeah,
yeah, my first major tournament.
It's going to be sweet. Plus, Activision Blizzard, I switched that up again, almost said MLG. Activision Blizzard has said all of these awesome plans that they have for the event. Like the stage is super large, and because of that, every player has a massive TV behind them that gives you specific stats.
Wow.
It's going to be sweet.
well, I'm pumped.
Yep, that'll be
Yeah. So we actually did a full special video on that. So if you want to check that out, we put that out last night. So yeah, shameless self plug.
description will be in the link.
Yeah.
Link will be in the description.
Yes. So let's go on to kind of about Rankr. So lately we've actually started our development on our news and media page, and our leaderboards have been up for a little bit. So what do you guys think about us finally getting to put in that news and media page?
Yeah, I'm excited because then it brings another thing to the website to go to for more the casual or more the people that like to watch just from viewership rather than like, I love playing this all the time, I want to be competitive versus like, I just enjoy playing it, I enjoy watching it, I enjoy everything about it. So now you have the calendar to find events to watch, and you also have news and media
To
with
learn
all
about
of
the
the
events
big
you
upcoming
missed.
events.
To learn
Yeah,
about the events you
exactly.
missed because you didn't check the calendar.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome too because we try to put out these videos and everything, but we can only fit so much information in these 15-minute videos,
And it kinda
and
just-
they're kind of long too.
Yeah.
So if we could split up these
Yeah.
big stories into just articles that people can read about, I'm just pumped for that.
Yeah, and it makes a new place for us to post them and for you guys to see them rather than just having it sit on our YouTube page where you have to go to our YouTube to find it versus you can just go to our site now and then click on the little tab and then bam, everything.
Yep. I'm excited to, the events. So Shanghai Major, when we covered that, now there's one place you're like, oh yeah, I'm waking up at 10 a.m. I missed Shanghai Major because I'm a normal person. And now there's one place where you can go to see all of the news about it, which is great because we like to do content around those events and everything. And then leaderboards have been really fun.
Yep.
We've seen the number one on each side get knocked out a few times.
Yeah,
Yep.
definitely.
Right now it's Hippocampi. I'm pretty sure it's
that
top
was
for league.
yeah, that was one of the Diamond players that we played the ARAM tournament versus actually
At
in Midwest Land.
Land, and we lost.
Yep.
We
Way to represent, boys.
didn't get stomped, which is what's important.
we beat a couple teams.
I can't
before.
talk because we got stopped for CS:GO.
And then you left me and I had to fill in the tournament for you, so I was like,
You had to
cool.
leave the game we were playing
Yeah, I
in
had to leave my
Counter-Strike.
ranked game to
So
play
I was
yours.
going 4v5, so he
I
could fill in
shouldn't
for
say
you.
anything.
And then not only was it that, is they put us on Cobblestone, which I have never played because all I play is Cash, Mirage,
sure.
and Inferno. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna walk out this door and hopefully don't die, and
Yeah.
I usually ended up dying.
Yep.
Well, it's
More
fun.
than usual.
I'm super excited to put that news and media page out, and obviously through everything we're going to be updating everyone on development, what's going on, and as we get more and more into the features, hopefully get some feedback on those features.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
We love feedback and
Love it.
we love changing it up to fit the
Just like
fit the
Louis,
user's needs.
Just like Louis loves Pokemon.
Yes, if you didn't know.
If you didn't know, Louis loves Pokemon. But on that
Also,
note,
link in the description.
on that note, we do have to get going. So thank you for watching Rankr Esports Weekly or listening to it if you're listening to the podcast. Sure. So see you next week or see you at Columbus.
Sign up at rankeresports.com to get ranked, build a team, and find events. Rankr, play together, win together.